So Sam Raimi set up the groundwork for the modern comic book movies to follow. How can he improve and best himself when the bar was already set high enough? Well, not only did he improve, but he exceeded all expectations. This is my review for Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is not only one of the best comic book movies, but is one of my favorite movies of all time. This is a coming-of-age story. Now, the characters from the first movie have changed. Harry is now leader of Oscorp and a millionaire, still overflowed with revenge on Spider-Man after in the first movie killing his father. Mary Jane is now on Broadway and living her own life, and Peter is a pizza delivery boy. Already from the first scene, we see Peter trying to cope with life as a college student and as a superhero, trying to save lives and stop crime at the same time. Not a good feat. Even while delivering pizzas on a short time schedule, he has to delay it to stop dumb kids from playing ball in the middle of the street. Stupid kids. Plays balls in the middle of the street, parents aren't even watching him. Because of this, he is late to deliver the pizzas and is fired from his only paying job. He doesn't get paid to be Spider-Man. We see this occur again when he is late to getting to class. After having a quick talk with Dr. Connors, pre-Lizard, he is warned of failure if he is late in turning an assignment on Dr. Otto Octavius. See the pun there? Played amazingly by Alfred Molina. Peter is even so focused on his life and Spider-Man that he even forgets his own birthday. Yeah, he forgets his own birthday. At his mini party, we remember Harry's obsession with revenge and Aunt May still being wise and thoughtful. So Peter talks with Otto about his new fusion project, which will harness powerful robotic arms to perfect fusion power and solar radiation. Basically, it was supposed to be doing good for humanity. Peter tells Otto that this kind of project is too risky and if gone wrong, can destroy the city. Next day, Peter again misses Mary Jane's Broadway performance and is certain that Peter is not right for her. So, for the rest of the movie, she goes out and is proposed by J. Jonah Jameson's son, an astronaut. In the comics, Jameson's son is really the same astronaut who becomes the Chameleon, who was basically Spider-Man's very first enemy that he ever fought. However, this doesn't happen in the main movie as the villain is Otto Octavius, because at the fusion presentation, things do go wrong, and Otto did miscalculate, and the robotic arms are fused within him with full brain and thought capacity. So basically, whenever the arms make that weird snake sound in the movie, that's basically them talking to Otto in his mind. He then becomes Dr. Octopus. For the rest of the movie, Otto is focused on finding tritium, the source to restart his project and his passion. Mary Jane is concerned about her future Broadway and her career, and also being with a husband and Peter. Harry still wants revenge and even bribes with Otto in order to get Spider-Man and make him pay. And Peter is too focused on others and their well-being, and also being a hero, that he ends up losing his powers and cannot concentrate, giving up both his powers and giving up on being a hero in general. Now, this movie was funnier, more clever, and more thought-provoking than the first. First, while many consider this movie all talk, the scenes are amazingly done. With a flashback with Peter and Uncle Ben, the lesson of responsibility being a privilege to never forget, and the moral consequences of losing the thing you obsess with the most. For Peter, it was losing Spider-Man. For Harry, it was losing both his father and Peter as a friend. And even J. Jonah Jameson had a complete story arc in the movie of both losing Spider-Man and considering him a hero even after learning that he will never come back. However, he does come back and Jonah does go back to being his hilarious self. Plus, many forget the action sequences which were shot beautifully, I might add. This movie even got an Academy Award for visuals. It was that stunning. From the bank robbing scene to the building scale scene with an amazing performance by Aunt May, to the climactic battle at the end of the train and the final battle, you never stop caring, and you actually are emotionally dwelled with these fight scenes, and you even root for the hero to win. You want Spider-Man to overcome, you know, all the things that he had to go through. Another improvement over the first was the comedy, especially with the Daily Bugle scenes. I recommend Spider-Man 2.1, the extended cut, because in it, it basically has the greatest scene in the trilogy. Why that was cut, I will never know. Without spoiling it too much, the scene basically has to do with Jameson. Just check it out, people. Trust me. Okay, so overall, Spider-Man 2 is a huge leap over the original, with a much better script, more emotional ties with the characters, much better action sequences, a story that will leave you speechless towards the end, just utterly speechless, man. The villain was way better than the Green Goblin. I thought Otto was more relatable than the Green Goblin. He was not a bad guy. He just did bad things because of his passion for completing this project. And he even risked destroying the entire city in order to complete his project. So, in other words, you can really relate to Otto because many humans, in both past and now, they want that passion to complete what they want. Unfortunately, life just doesn't give it to them, and they end up leaving their passion and their projects. Spider-Man 2 is one of my favorite movies of all time, and I give it a perfect 10 out of 10. It's just simply amazing, simply stunning. Thank you Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for my review on Spider-Man 3 and The Amazing Spider-Man, as well as a huge retrospective after the Amazing Spider-Man review on Spider-Man series